A warm welcome to you. Welcome to lesson 8. Thank you to our anonymous sponsor, partner with Mr. Anonymous. There is a unique sponsorship link in the description below. By just knowing English, you already have a deep idea of the definitions of many words in Lashon HaKodesh, in the Holy Tongue. You actually already know the definitions. You just need to open your eyes, and that's what we're going to do now. The first terminology, in other words, we are learning terminology in order to make Chassidus, the soul of the Torah, accessible to all. And the first terminology that we're going to learn today, I'm just writing it down on my board, is the word hine. Hine typically comes at the beginning of a new introduction of a new idea. So hine is like the hey, is like hey now, right over there, like right over there. Hey now, that's how you remember it. Hine, hey now. Okay, that's the first terminology. The second one is really, really interesting. And it is a small letter, the small letter yud, together with the letter shin. You can see that in the camera. So this is the small letter yud, and this is a shin, and it's read yesh. Now, what does it mean? Well, the yud is a small dot. It's like the English word iota. The yud is like the English word iota. Like you only need a small drop of iodine. In Europe, iodine, many people call it yod, which is like the little yud. And the letter I corresponds to the yud in English, and it actually has a dot on top. The letter I has a little dot on top, similar to the yud. And the letter shin is very interesting because it could be read sometimes shin and sometimes sin. If it has a dot on the right side, it's read as shin. If it has a dot on the left side, it's read as sin. Now it's very easy to remember how this sounds, because say this is a mouth, and you have a tongue in the middle, and you have the upper lip and the bottom lip, and this is like the shin. So if you place the tongue to up, like if you would have the dot on the right side, you're going to make the sh sound, and if you put the tongue behind the bottom teeth, you're going to make a s sound, like if the dot is over here. So this is really, the shin is an S. Is an S. So what does yesh mean? It means is. That's what yesh means. Yesh means is, and now we just read in Hebrew from left to right, and in English we read right to left, but it's the same word. It means is. Now you're going to be able to remember it. The next one, we'll just repeat over what we did a little bit last week, and we have the word mahus, and we said ma is like what, like nihoma, like what, but the ha and the sa, what mahus, what he is. That's how you can remember what the word mahus means, what he is. Now here's another interesting word afterwards. This is the word etzem. And etzem, the beginning of it, sometimes tse, especially in like Syria, they read it as se. So essence, and the back of the word, the last two syllables, reminds us of the word same. The essence that is the same. And that's what etzem means. It's the core essence, the self-same essence. The essence that's the same. Now in English, you also have what you could sometimes happens in English is we reverse a syllable. So instead of TS, we reverse it into ST. So then we have the word stem, stamina, stand, stance, stick. They all represent like the word. If we just take away this, take away the M, this means eight. It means a tree. So stem, stand, stamina, stance, stick, the actual core trunk of something. So that's what etzem really means. So etzem is the bone. In Hebrew, etzem means the bone. It means the trunk of the issue. So mahus is what something is, what he is, and etzem is the essence, which is the same, the trunk, the bone of the issue. Now, then there's another word, which is prat, and it's exactly the same in English, the part. It means part, going to the parts. Now, there's another word, another terminology. Histakel, which means look carefully. Histakel is similar to psychology. So you use your brain to look into something deeply. That's how you can remember this word, histakel, from the word psychology, using your brain to look into something deeply. We're going to just review a little bit from, we're not learning curriculums, we're learning from a holy book, and we're learning part by part, and we're going to just review what we learned last week. So, Umeata yesh levar. Now that we understand what we've learned in the past lessons, now yesh is the word is. Levar from the word ara, we can give light. Now we can give light. Heitev, really well. B'mahus, in the what he is, guf, we learned last week that it's the body, inyan, in the inside, ha'izbeinos of reflection, mahi be'etzem, what it is in its self-same essence, ovema, and what is bein, and what should we be reflecting on. And the lesson of this week, the practical lesson of this week is really we want to be able to get to the yud. We want to get to the iota. We want to get to the main point. And once we have the main point, like you only need a little bit of iodine. When you have that little bit of iodine, so you have energy and everything's good. But how do we get to that one main? How do we absorb the main point? And what we're learning over here in this holy book is the way you absorb the point is by spending time thinking about the details, the prat, the parts. When we spend time thinking about the details with the intent to get to the yud, to get to the iota, that little essence, to get to the essence, the self-same essence, we can do that when we spend time thinking. Now, what we've learned today, explain to a friend, share, like, and subscribe. Spread this video to the world, and see you in the next lesson.